Well, hello, hello. Welcome back to Neptune Fish Tarot. My name is Alicia. We're going to be doing a reading for Sunday, March 14th, 2021. Thank you for joining me today. If this is your first time, welcome. And if you're coming back, thank you. Would love it if you guys are enjoying these readings. If you would subscribe to my channel or follow me or like me or something like that so I can start to get the messages out to more people. So today's message, we are using some different oracle decks. I've got a Whispers of Love, a Moonology, and Wisdom of the Oracle that came out today. The main tarot message is Chris Ann's Muse Tarot deck, and then I pulled a few clarifiers using the Cosmic Tarot. And I think I want to start with the Oracle message today. I feel like this here is the main overall message supported by the tarot, and that is the message is to get back to what we love, to reevaluate our desires. Really, really strong message today about going within and checking in on what it is that we want to start to give energy to, right? We all ebb and flow in this life in periods of time where, maybe what we've been doing is not so much working for us anymore. Maybe we just don't really love what we're doing anymore. Maybe we're numb and we just don't feel passionate about things, in life. And it really can be to do with mundane things, day-to-day things. It can have to do with, of course, the work that we're doing, our jobs and so forth. It can be the relationships within our families. It can be our hobbies, It can just be anything that brings us enjoyment in life, purpose. What are we moving towards? What are we sitting on that we haven't taken any action towards? I think the message is pretty clear today that we're being asked to really identify those things. What can we do to bring more desire back into our life? And then I want to kind of skip down to this card, to the sea. This is our Wisdom of the Oracle. Because the other part of this message is, yes, let's identify the desires, but then, how can we be in flow, with life? This card speaks to, we don't have to push, we don't have to jump through hoops to make our lives enjoyable, right? All we have to do is receive the message that we're getting about what would bring us that happiness, and just flow with it. Because when our energy matches that desire, when our, what am I trying to say? When we align with what we want, we get into a happy and grateful space when we give gratitude for the small things, that are bringing us desire, then it's almost as if the universe begins to just naturally flow into our existence, more and more of those experiences, right? So we can bring wonderful experiences and wonderful energy, wonderful people, um, into existence by doing very little, by doing nothing more than just aligning our love for those things. Um, and with a little bit of expectation that more of those things are going to align into our experience, um, they'll just naturally unfold that way. And so it's kind of a message to um, just focus our thinking more or less on these things, and then allow them to come into our path, and to recognize what they are. Um, be bold and make the first move and expect powerful change. And I think that's it. The first move is to sit and do the evaluation. Um, where have we found ourselves stagnant? Where have we found ourselves um, not fulfilled, right? Um, just identify those things, and then expect them um, to change now that we've given our focus to them, now that we have um, pinpointed, right? Um, be bold and make the first move. Well, this is where we ask for change, and at that point we can say to the universe, "Hey, look, this is where I've determined I want to bring some change into my experience. This is where I've determined I am off course, and I am not I'm not participating in the places in my life um that would bring me joy." And I think, and there's a big huge message here that, we have to believe that um the things that would bring us joy are meant to be ours, right? So we have to have this expectancy, um that these things are possible for us. And so um it is powerful, right? We are powerful beings in that way. We are designed to ask the creative divine universe. We can create with the universe in that sense. We have the capacity to bring into being the things that we are here, and that we love, right? Whether those are people, experiences, um, things, um, children, you know, whatever we want to create in this world, right? Whatever we desire, we have the ability to do that. And so be bold. Be bold to dream larger dreams. Be bold to expect that those things are possible to come into fruition. And so and that was a lot for just, I guess I could have done a reading just on those four cards. So let's go down into the tarot. Because we do see with the Four of Emotions into the Eight of Emotions. Let's just start right there. Yeah, this is Cups energy. This is watery energy, and we've seen these two cards quite a bit the last few days, and it's the same message again. We see the woman in contemplation. She's sitting in this big, huge cup. And that's exactly what's on offer here, right? Because this ties right in with to the sea. When we go into our sea of emotions, when we sit and we reflect on where we are and what our desires are, where we would like to be, um, but we have to recognize, okay, we have to recognize what is around us. So I feel like it's just us kind of waking up, snapping, snapping to attention here. Um, let's get this ball rolling. Um, let's start to walk towards something that's going to bring us emotional fulfillment, quite quite realistically. And then next to the Queen of Materials, um, this queen is somebody who is able to bring into her physical reality all of the things that bring her prosperity, that bring her um, fulfillment. She is the energy of, somebody who is a nurturer, somebody who takes care of her household and her environment, who knows how to manage her life, who knows how to manage her possessions. Um, this is a mothering energy. This is a nurturing, a receptive, a yin energy. This is somebody who knows how to receive through her being all of the things in her environment that are going to bring her satisfaction. So this is quite literally, being that energy, um, identifying that desire and processing old emotion so that it can burn away. And then you can bring into being the things that are more in line with what you want and what would make you feel fulfilled, in life. This is what we're here to do, is to live this life abundantly. And then we get the 10 of inspiration, and 10 being, right, the end of this current cycle. So in this top row, we had these 4 cards come out. And this woman is working hard, right? She's going uphill with all this heavy stuff. But she doesn't have to work hard anymore to keep, walking uphill. At what point do we just stop pushing against the tides? At what point do we stop working for something that's just not paying off? Because when I asked for a cosmic tarot to clarify this 10 of inspiration, we got this reverse 3 of pentacles. I mean, this is stuff that it's not working for us anymore. Whether this is literally at work with our, the people that we see on a day-to-day basis, these are people who, it could be anybody in our sphere really, but we're not working well with them anymore. It's not paying off. All of the stuff that we've been doing up to this point, it's bunk, it's time to walk away from it. And a lot of times, this can be stuff that we all create for ourselves, right? Like, well, and it's always something we create for ourselves, but a lot of times this is us just doing the same things over and over and over again, and they just don't bring us any results. They just don't bring us any joy. They just don't, we just don't feel like we're getting anywhere. And they're burdensome. Life becomes burdensome. Um, and so, yeah, I mean, this is the time to just sort of let some of that stuff go and to move towards something that is going to be healing, something that is going to be gratifying, something that we can hold on to, and that's going to bring us love, and desire. This can actually be um, a relationship. This could be, more fulfilling work. This could be, um, any number of things. Any number of things, you know? And yeah, the Emperor's awakening, right? Um, the Emperor's the boss man, right? This is the boss lady. This is like being in charge of your life. This is taking charge of your life. And again, in a receptive way. This isn't like, it's not always what we think. We don't have to go out and like beat the pavement, right? Really, all we need to do is just sort of get inside of ourselves and simply just to define what it is, that we want. And because something is here, something is coming back around, full circle. And it's something that's revisiting when we get the number 20 awakening card. This is judgment. Judgment is the evaluations. But it's something that it's something that you'll know, okay? It's something from like earlier in your life that has come back up for reevaluation. Maybe when you were a kid, teenager, young adult, something earlier that you'd forgotten about, something that you used to love, and something that used to bring you such joy. Just joy in being, just joy in doing. People who, enjoy going out for walks in nature, and then, for some reason, like life happens and unfolds and they forget about that thing that they used to love doing, right? And then all of a sudden it hits them one day, like, oh geez, my life's kind of stale. I've been working so hard on all these projects and all these things, and I've gotten kind of off track, and I'm not finding joy in my life. And then all of a sudden, boom, you're sort of, you like wake up one day and you're like, wait a minute, I really want to go back and reevaluate and go back to this thing that I used to love to do. What happened to that thing? Um, and that's the message, because then I pulled out a couple of clarifiers from Cosmic Tarot for the bottom row, and I got the King of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Here, we'll put these side by side so we can take a better look at them. Right? The King of Cups is, again, the king of this is the king of the emotions, right? This is somebody who this is the male counterpart to the Queen. This is somebody who absolutely knows in a very holistic and stable way exactly what their desire is, exactly what will bring emotional fulfillment. Um, it's a very balanced, um, kind of boss man way of knowing exactly how to move forward. It'll become very, very clear. Um, and so, yeah, what is it that you love? What is it that you desire? That's what we're being asked to sit and meditate on today. So I'm going to leave it right here. Again, thank you for joining me. If you like the message, please like it. And I will be back with more tomorrow. Bye.